Hi, I'm Susanna Bowling, and this is live from the Hotel Edison. Times Square Chronicles presents Zoom Style. This Sunday, I went to go review a show, and as I was walking in the door, I was early, and a man opened the door for me and said, "Wait, are you a performer?" And I was like, "Yes." He goes, "Are you a singer?" And I'm like, "Yes." He said, "Is your name Susanna?" And I said yes. And it turns out it was the composer for Just Desserts, Brad Ross, who I had worked with years ago, who actually recognized me. And when I was performing, he was an amazing accompanist, and I never gave him easy things to play. His show, Just Desserts, right now is winning over audiences. He has won the Richard Rogers Development Award, and he is somebody that I once knew very well. We're talking the composer, Brad Ross. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Susanna. It's a pleasure to be here. And yes, I recognized you the second you walked through the door.
That was so flattering. And considering that I had literally been hibernating, it was lovely. It was a lovely way to come back out. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, Talk about your new show, Just Desserts. How did you come up with the concept? Who came up with it first? Was it book or was it together as a development? How did this come about?
So, a number of years ago, I was out with a friend, and I don't know what we were discussing, but she happened to mention in passing the Pillsbury Bake Off, and that lit up the light bulb clear and bright in my brain. I said, "Oh, that's a musical." Um, I took the idea to a collaborator, a lovely uh, book writer lyricist by the name of Barbara Campbell, who liked the idea and ran with it, hook, line, and sinker. She created the six characters, the five contestants, and the MC. She created the entire storyline, plot, and lyrics. And I composed the music. And here we are, at least 10 years later, maybe more, with a show running off Broadway.
Oh, really? The show's been around that long?
Well, it takes a long time to write and
Right.
develop and do readings and rewrites. And then we have had eight regional productions prior to this, so that ate
Wow.
up a number. The first production was in June of 2021, excuse me, at the Legacy Theater in Branford, Connecticut. So I guess between that and now, uh, we've had eight. This is the ninth production.
So you've been writing that you were writing this during COVID.
It was produced during COVID, actually. Yeah. Um,
Wow.
thankfully came off without a hitch, and all the other ones have been subsequent to that and have done nicely.
Have you seen the reality TV show that it's a bake-off at the county fairs?
I'm I'm an avid watcher of the Food Network, and I've seen the Great British Bake Off. I forget
I
the
love that show.
yes.
Love, love, love.
I mean, we created our own thing.
No, but
Um,
I'm telling you, while watching your show, there's a reality TV show that literally they cook at county fairs.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
and all I could think of was, oh my God, this is so genius. They should have combined with this.
oh, I'm not aware of that show. Okay, all
Oh,
right,
I'll look it up and I'll send it to you
please. Okay, thank you.
because it's hilarious.
Ah,
And they make
yes,
things like corn dogs, they make the stuff that's at the county fair.
right.
Um, Whatever happened to Little by Little? I love that show.
So, I just had a phone call with somebody this morning about it.
Oh, really?
The album got was out there. A lot of people have heard it. Continuously get comments from people that know the show, know some of the songs from the score. I would love to bring it back because I think it would. I think people would love seeing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, I sang some songs from Little by Little.
that could very well be true. Yes, yeah.
So, and looking at your surroundings, are we in your music studio?
We are. My piano is there. and I have a lovely view overlooking the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I mean, Hell's Kitchen and go. Yes, yes, you are.
No, I love it. I love being in the writer's workplace.
Yes.
Um, who inspired you to be a composer?
Ah, that's a wonderful question. Well, so I was raised in a musical family. I had the piano lessons and I played the clarinet and then I switched to the bassoon and I was a res adequate bassoonist. But I always played the piano and I was always into Broadway music, jazz music, rock, R&B, pop, the whole gamut. But I must say that in college, I had an awakening in which I discovered I wanted to create my own music,
Mm,
and there was a moment in a music theory class when we had to do a theory exercise, and the professor complimented me because not only did I solve the musical challenge of the assignment, but I did it in a way that sounded nice, that was pleasing, and then when I discovered the Great American Songbook, I took a deep dive into that and the George Gershwin and Richard Rodgers and Cole Porter and Frank Lesser, on and on and on, and up till Marvin Hamlish, Stephen Schwartz, David Shire,
mm.
um, and that led to figuring out how did they write their such wonderful melodies, um, and then I said, hey, I want to do that.
So, was there one composer in particular that you just were like, oh my God, if I could write like them,
Uh,
or you listened to motifs that they did? Is there anyone like that?
it's a collective group. I mean, from Jerome Kern on up, but I mean, it's Jerome Kern and Richard Rodgers and Cole Porter
Mm.
and on Gershwin, of course, and I have a huge admiration for Leonard Bernstein. I think
Oh, love Bernstein.
he inspired me a great deal because of the way in which he composes his
Mm.
music. It's always refreshing to the ear. It's always surprising. There's nothing ever predictable about it. And then on the classical side, I love Beethoven and Chopin and Bach. So,
I love Bernstein because he always takes notes and goes in places that you don't expect them to, and then he resolves it. It's like you come to the conflict, and then there's this resolve of where the music should go.
yes, absolutely.
Um, if you could write, if you could have had credit for writing one song,
Ah,
what would it be?
oh my God. Oh my God. There's so many, Susan. Um there's so many songs I respect and admire. I couldn't possibly single one out.
No, it's like children, pick one.
Oh no, well, oh my goodness. I it would
What's your favorite song?
there are so many. I mean, like I said, it's oh my goodness.
Give me
That
a
is so
series of them. You're going to hate my next question if you don't
oh,
like this one.
but I mean, I am thinking of, well, Richard Rodgers, Jerome Kern, Cole Porter, Leonard Bernstein. I love some of the Stephen Schwartz material. I respect Marvin Hamlish. I respect so many. Uh, I mean, Frank Lesser, on and on and on. I mean,
Wait, what about the new composers that are out now, like Jason Robert Brown,
uh,
Adam Gettle, Pasek and Paul?
that I always find something I like in everybody.
Hmm.
I'm open to everybody, and I listen to everybody with an open mind, and I always find something I respect and enjoy in everybody. Um, you know, that's what I would have to say. I mean, if I go to one of their shows, I'll find something that there is to enjoy and
Not
respect
me,
and
not
admire.
always.
What's that?
Not me, not always.
Ah,
I'm picky when it comes to
you're
that.
picky.
Um, because I know music so well, and I try to know all the new composers that are up and coming. I try to hear the new sounds, which they're rare, actually, the new sounds. Like that was one of the best things about Maybe Happy Ending was this was a score I had never heard before. And that was exciting. Um, think hard.
Oh, what's the question, Suzanne? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I believe that eyes are the windows of the soul, but I
Yes.
think songs are.
Ah,
What song
ah.
or cycle of songs, you can pick more than one, describes who Brad Ross is?
You mean written by other people?
Yes. Or you can
Um,
name one of your own if you want.
well, I mean, this that's such a good question. I mean, there's okay, there's several Jerome Kern songs that I so admire. There's several Richard Rodgers songs that I adore.
Yeah, but
Gershwin, of
which ones
course.
describe who you are?
Which ones describe who I am? Um,
And this
well,
should be a
you know what?
multiple changing question.
One song that I really love is the title, the song from Chorus Line One.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the
Oh, so you
melody,
want to be a singular sensation.
um, the way in which Hamlish created that and the structure of it and the melodic structure and the harmonic structure and the melodic moves in which it's ascending and the tritone harmony. I mean, there's just so much and the tritone melody. I mean, there's just
Mm.
so much depth in that simple 32 bar song that it's so rich. Um, and
And
I
it's
that
catchy.
that would be one song that I admire for its craftsmanship, for its melody, for its harmony, for its rhythm. Yes, that would be the one, I think.
Yeah, but think of this is a psychological question and how to get inside the mind of Brad Ross.
How does that song get inside the mind of Brad Ross?
No, no, no. What the song or the cycle of songs that you pick
Ah,
is about who you are as a person.
yeah. So, um, that's so hard.
It's not
You
hard.
know, the songs that I would admire that reflect who I am would
Hmm.
have a certain emotional heart,
Mm.
and I feel that I try to always write something that makes you smile, that warms your heart, whether it's up tempo or ballad. That's something that's uplifting and soaring, um, and is never predictable, but is has a certain sweetness because I think of myself as a sweet person, so I like to have my music
You
have a
are.
certain uh, have a certain delight to it.
What haven't you written about that you would like to write about?
Ah, that's a good one. Um, I would like to write a couple of. I would like to write a period. I mean, I have written. I would like to write some more period shows, whether it's set in, say, for instance, in the 19th century Russia. It's a very rich palette
Mm.
of music and sonic energy that would be inspiring to me. I'd love to write a gospel show,
Ooh,
kind of like, in the world of The Wiz. I could do that. Um, so I wouldn't mind doing a pop, a rock, far more edgy pop rock score as well. But I think a period show, a pop rock show, and a gospel show, a gospel score would excite me.
what are you writing now?
At the moment, so I've been recording over the last several years a whole bunch of smooth jazz instrumentals, and
Ooh.
10 of them are on YouTube. They sound just so great as sax, bass, drums, um, and I mean, they're so well produced, and the musicians are so marvelous. So I'm working on more of those at the
Do they
moment.
have lyrics?
No, they don't. They're instrumentals.
Maybe I'll
But
listen to one and put lyrics to it.
you be my guest. They're marvelous. They're on my YouTube channel, which is uh
What
Brad
is it?
Tunes Music.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is it? Tell everybody.
Brad Tunes Music, BradTunes Music, Music.
Um, in writing your music, what is the most important thing to you?
The melody for sure.
Are
Eh,
you looking for something catchy or something that digs into the heart?
oh,
Or,
Susanna, your questions are marvelous. Yeah, they're
well,
wonderful.
because I'm a singer, I know what to ask.
Yeah, you too. You too. So, so first of all, the melody in a theatrical project has to work for the character.
Hmm.
Um, it has to work for the situation the character is in, and all of those things. I prefer to write the music first after extensive conversation with my collaborators, so I know, or we know, what the song has to accomplish in terms of the character and the situation. And sometimes I get a title. Oftentimes, my collaborator will give me some direction. This is a patter song, this is a ballad, this is an uptune. Well, some sort of general focus, and then I like to write the music. The first thing is some sort of melodic idea. And then the second part of it is developing that idea in a way that is both inspiring and surprising, but yet inevitable. The notes go places you don't expect them to, but they resolve, just like you said about Bernstein,
Because I
in a
love
way
that.
that's satisfying.
I love when music does that. When it's simplistic and it goes nowhere, I'm like, yeah, who cares? And you should remember this considering the songs that I made you play.
Yes, we'll have to review your repertoire, Suzanne. I want to.
A
You
lot of
reminded me
Shire,
of it. I want to hear them.
a lot of Shire, a lot of Jason Robert Brown now, a lot of Sondheim. But then again, you're right, Kern, like all the things you are. But I like singing it the way other people don't hear it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I I have now learned I think differently than most people, and therefore my take on songs, even though Nancy Lamott and I thought the same way, no, we hear songs the same way. I once played a Nancy Lamott album for a friend of mine who's not into theater, and she stopped the car and hit me and said, "You didn't tell me you did an album." I was like,
Ah.
"That's not me." But yeah, we heard things the same way. And that's what makes good singers. And I would think of what songwriters would like to have in their wheelhouse is people that hear their music different ways so that they can hear it the different ways that other people hear it.
Yes, yes. One of the most rewarding moments is having a singer sing your song for the first time. I just love that, having the music. I get the music where I want it. Hopefully the lyricist is happy with where the lyrics are, and trying it out with a good singer for the first. It's like giving birth. It is just
There's
so
my
wonderful.
child that came out. It's a boy,
Right.
it's a girl.
And you learn things that a good singer will bring
Mhm.
another take on it that you didn't think of.
Exactly. Because again, that's the beauty of music. It's like a pot de deux. When you get the right combination of people together, that's when something magical happens.
Yes, I agree.
Um, with Just Desserts, how many more performances is it playing?
We have 14 more performances. We've had 11, and if I can plug it for just a sec,
Yes, you
um,
can. That's why that.
yeah, great. So we have 2 more weeks of performances, Wednesday through Sunday, 7 performances, two Wednesday, Thursday night, Friday night, both at 7 p.m. Two on Saturday at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and then one on Sunday at 3 o'clock at the AMT Theater, 354 West 45th Street. Um, and if you go to AMT Theater or whatever it is, I mean, you can easily Google it. There's tickets available there.
Um, what would you like audiences to take away from Just Desserts?
Ah, great question. So, the show is a bake-off. It's a contest, and you are interested in who wins the contest, but you're also interested in the relationships that form between the five contestants and what happens to enrich their lives during the course of one day, 7 hours, as there's a song it goes. And what I would like people to take away is that people can start out as adversaries or strangers, and they can become friends. And ultimately, the song is about bonding and friendship, all in the course of an afternoon.
And Magda, do you have any questions to ask?
The cast, I love the cast. Now,
Yeah.
how many have been with you from the beginning and how do they come about?
Yes, so
Great
that's
cast.
okay. So there's six people that you saw on stage. Of those six, two of the actors have done it before. One of the actress playing Brandy has done it been in two productions before. The actress playing Jean has been in one production before. The actor, and I should give their names. The actress playing Jean, Gina Lamparella, and Lauren Nicole Sherwood is the actress playing Brandy. She's done it twice before. The actor playing Zach, his name is Michael Hunsaker, has not done this show before, but he's done other things of mine
He was
before.
great. I loved him.
Um, love them all. And then the other three are new. Clea Blackhurst, I knew of her by reputation, and knew how wonderful she is, and I knew she would be great. We all knew she'd be great in the role of Mildred. And then the other two, JP Sarrow playing the role of Lou, and Tori Jean Lopez playing the role of Emma. Uh, they were new. I'm sorry, Tori Jade Lopez. She's playing the role of Emma, and both of them are spectacular talents. They came through us through the efforts of a marvelous casting director, Holly Busick. They did what they do, which is a self-tape, and then we brought them in for an in-person audition, and they landed the roles, and they've done great in the show. I adore each and every one of the people on stage.
Wait, whose idea was it to bring in a different famous baker
Ah,
and sell their wares during the show?
so that was my idea,
Love
and
that idea.
it is working out so well. Every show has a baker, and there's like you said, Susanna, they're selling their goodies at the end. It's whether it's cookies or cupcakes, um, big cookies, small cookies, the cupcakes. What else? Maury Rubin, who founded City Bakery, brought the most amazing hot chocolate you could
Oh,
imagine.
nice.
Um,
That would have
and
been a smart thing to have the day I was there.
yes, yes, absolutely. Junior's cheesecake is coming tomorrow.
Are they
Um,
making a special cheesecake just for Just Desserts?
I don't think they're making a special cheesecake, but Smackeries is making a special cookie for us.
Oh,
I have a
wow.
question. I was sitting there. I could have sworn that I smelled all through the thing a bakery. And I think I was the only one because I sit him, I smell it, I smell it. And Susanna didn't smell it, the people in front of me. Am I imagining?
Yeah, I don't, yeah,
Okay.
they, 'cause
Well, it was
they
such a
weren't
good
cook.
acting job that I could, it was driving me
And
crazy,
I'm
the smell.
thinking, wait, was this like Waitress where you smelt apple pie? Or the famous David Cromer production of Our Town where they literally cooked bacon and you could smell it. Oh my God, that
Yeah,
was the
we didn't
best.
do any actual cooking, because of health concerns. So
That would have been funny though if you had
You
done
could
that.
have
I
had a
was like,
spray,
damn.
just spray the theater. Cinnamon or something.
Oh my God, like the scratch and sniff movies. Remember those?
Okay, so it was the acting that did it for me, I guess.
you were convinced, weren't you? Yeah.
She was. I was not. I was like, why am I not smelling this?
I love it. Right.
Um, What is the one question I haven't asked you that you would like our audience to know?
Well, I would love the audience to know that people are coming to this show that I don't know, and they're walking in, they don't know what they're going to experience. I mean, maybe they've heard something about it from friends or something, but they're basically coming into something that is a new musical to New York, and they're walking out happy. And I'm hearing the laughter in the house, in the theater,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah, it's
seeing
funny.
smiles on people's faces, and I'm getting emails and texts from people telling, I mean, many of them strangers, just saying how much they enjoyed it. Um, I mean, many favorable comments, and that's what I'm most proud of.
Well, I'm so glad that we got a chance to see it. I'm so glad that you came to be our guest today.
Oh, thank you.
I'm Susanna Bowling. This is live from the Hotel Edison. Times Square Chronicles presents Zoom style with Magda Katz videoing us and asking normally questions that I would never think to ask, but I think are powerful. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.